My name is Tolbert Jallah. I'm working for the Faith and Justice Network as the Regional Executive Director. I'm a Liberian, and our regional offices are based in Monrovia. So it's good to be at the AFSA 2021 General Assembly. Well, these few days have been really remarkable on bringing civil society together to reflect on challenges facing the country, the continent as a whole, on food sovereignty, where citizens should have their own opportunity to make choices on food matters, and to look at issues concerning seed, and then looking at issues concerning environmental challenges, climate change facing the continent of Africa, drought, and the wave of invasion led by environmental degradation. So these few days have been really rewarding, meeting with experts from different countries, from different perspectives, and sitting down, looking at food policy issues and learning. And I mean, it has been really rewarding having the women in numbers. And what is also remarkable is to see how AFSA have grown rapidly. In a very relatively short period of time, AFSA have been able to mobilize resources, to mobilize a social movement to be part of this whole process of speaking together, standing together, showing solidarity, and in the way of working together to fight the giants, the corporate world, these evil forces from the industrialized nations. And these evil forces that undermine food sovereignty, food security, and that have constrained Africa to be a hungry continent, which in reality is not the fact. In fact, we are not making transition. We are coming back to what we did before. Africa has been all of the time engaged and involved in agroecology. This is the way of life for Africans and those in the villages. This is what we've done over the period of 100 to 300 years. So it's not a transition. It's coming back to respect Mother Earth, coming back to work and with nature, to live with nature, to appreciate nature, because we think this is the only way to sustain Mother Earth, to sustain nature, to be in perfect relationship with nature. So it's not a transition. We want to say, what we are saying is speaking to the world through our advocacy, that they should not undermine Africa. They should not constrain Africa and declare Africa as a continent of hunger. So we are saying, let us go back to our traditional way of farming, respecting indigenous cultures, respecting indigenous food system, respecting the African food system. And you know, food is sacred in Africa. We respect and value food. And so agroecology is not a new method for Africans. Yes. But because of GMO, because of how the Western world has done waste on our domestic markets, because of how the corporate world have tried to use our market to enrich themselves. This is what we are campaigning against. This is what we're fighting against, and then telling our farmers to grow what they eat and eat what they grow. And this is only possible through returning to our farming method, the indigenous farming methods, what we did before, to maintain a Mother Earth, to respect Mother Earth, to value Mother Earth, to ensure that we don't deplete the soil, and then contribute to the nightmare that the whole world is faced with today, called global warming. So going back to what we did before through agroecology, we will not be contributing anything to climate change. This will help us to cool Africa, to make Africa a continent where people can live in peace and stability. But the other people want to make Africa as a graveyard. This is what we're advocating against. When they continue to uproot the natural resources through land grabs, through sea grab, through unsustainable fishing practices, this undermines the sustainability of Africa. And we say, no, let us go back to our method, the traditional method of farming. So agroecology is not a transition for Africa, it's bringing Africa to do the way farming ought to be through indigenous communities, and Africans themselves know the methods. Nobody should teach us agroecology. We know the method. We know how to deal with the climate. We understand the climate. And so that's why we here at this conference from faith perspective, using justice model, putting justice at the heart of all that we do, and that the African people will have choice in what they want to do with their lives, what they want to eat with the food system, and not the corporate world undermining our food system.